Starting route to 2432 Telegraph Avenue. Head south on College Extension.
Wherever I go, I hear Elaine's voice. When Lou Gehrig's disease stole her ability to talk, she got a computer to talk for her. Everyone calls it Siri's voice, but all I hear is Elaine, and I keep asking her for directions just the same. The day Elaine had her feeding tube implanted, the nurses visiting her hospital room mistook me for her twin sister. It was a common mistake. It happened at work all the time. We were English teachers at the same college, about 10 years apart in that vague span between 40 and 60 where women with long hair and glasses become virtually indistinguishable. We're the ones who always show up for committees and win teaching awards, maybe because we're good or maybe just because we care so damn much. We were both writers who didn't write enough, both divorced, living in houses that needed fixing with rescue dogs that kept vigil as we graded papers late into the night. The departmental brochure featured a photo of her sitting in the grass with a small group of writers. Today, I'm the one in the brochure, and Elaine has faded into campus lore as our patron saint of selfless teaching. During her eulogy in the chapel on campus, the new president spoke beautifully about how much she'd meant to him in his 6 months or so of office. He read long excerpts from his email messages to her, seeking her wisdom and editorial feedback. He made a point to describe how, in those final weeks, when she could barely manipulate her fingers, he had volunteered to grade papers for her if she would just teach one more online class. I'd been depending on Elaine to help me navigate a way to work wholeheartedly without giving myself completely away. When her diagnosis came, she'd been praying for a personal transformation. She got one. I didn't know what to pray for anymore, so I'm trying to ask better questions and listen for better answers. Elaine was a good listener. The moment I knew she really got me happened at one of those parties where faculty sit around arguing conundrums. The history professor asked, "Why do we even entertain that question about the life raft? It's not like anyone would let himself be eaten to save the rest." Elaine said, "Brooke would." And she was right. I'd have done that for Elaine because the world needed her more than it needed me. Needed her poetry, her composure, her wicked wit. I wouldn't have done it for the history guy.